A story so powerful, no one should miss it.
Carl was having problems. He had started a new middle school, and he was bullied.
160,000 kids stay home from school every day out of fear because of bullying. It's an epidemic, and the only way it can change is that if kids and parents and everyone knows that it's a very serious issue.
How many of you guys have been bullied? All of you.
Bullying can be one of many factors that could lead to a young person making a very tragic decision.
On April 6, 2009, my son, Carl, committed suicide. The day I lost my son was the worst day of my life.
Something like that should never, ever happen to another child or another family.
I could either stay home and continue to cry, or I could use my voice and Carl's story and share that with everybody.
We're going to take Sardena's torch that she has lit for Carl, and we're going to spread this nationwide, and we're going to put an end to bullying. This stops now.
Imagine if 1 million people said, I'm standing together against bullying.
When we stand together, magic like this can happen. Cody Simpson! Please help me welcome Courtney, Kim, and Khloe Kardashian!
Please welcome Demi Lovato. I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing.
It's so important to continue that message of anti-bullying, because if we can get that message out there, we may be able to save a life.
Tracy, Jillian, Michael, Johnny, I tell you what, this is going to be an amazing week, but it's also going to be a very challenging week. So right now, we're in Springfield, Massachusetts, about to meet the Walker family. Take a look at this, and you'll see why we're here.
Hi, ABC! We're the Walker family!
My kids are my life. Dominique plays 3 sports. Basketball is her favorite. Carl also played 3 sports, and Charles plays 3 sports. And of course, Gloria, my youngest, is my gymnast.
Gloria, follow through.
About 10 years ago, my sister Barbara moved back to the home, and this has always been a happy place for us.
Carl was in the 6th grade, and he had a 9th grade reading level, but Carl was having problems.
He had started a new middle school, and he was bullied from the very beginning of the school year.
And he would carry around library books in his backpack, and the kids would tease him because they didn't know why he always liked to read.
My brother was bullied, harassed, and abused in school for a really long time.
On April 6th, I came home and Carl was very quiet. And of course I asked him how his day was. And he told me that he was involved in a fight at school. The student said he acted like a girl and said that he was gay.
Sardena was very concerned. She just said no more. They were having PTA meeting and she was bringing Carl with her.
As I was cooking dinner, Carl went upstairs to his room. When Carl didn't answer me, I came upstairs. When I opened the door to come up to the 3rd floor, I saw my son, Carl, hanging by the railing that's falling apart there. And all I could do was scream for my daughter, scream for anybody to come and help.
I'm thinking, oh my God, like, that's my brother. He's gone. Like, I can already see, like, he's not coming back.
Dominique, she screamed. And when I got upstairs, he had hung himself, and I was like, please, in the name of God. They came up, the paramedics, and I'll never forget them bringing them down that damn back hallway.
Carl had written a note. He said that he loved everybody, and he told us goodbye. The day I lost my son was the worst day of my life. I feel really bad when I think about the pain that he went through. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Carl's passing has definitely left a mark on this house.
Since my nephew passed, it's very difficult to live here. Actually, at times, it's horrific. The children, I see it in their faces. I see it, of course, in my sister's face all the time, and I feel it myself. It's like he's in every room.
Sometimes I wonder, am I ever gonna be happy again? The decision I had to make was I could either stay home and continue to cry, or I could use my voice and Carl's story and share that with everybody.
Sardena turned her tragedy into a force for good in this community and in this country. Sardena has gone to the State House to meet with the governor. She has gone to Washington, D.C. to meet with President Obama, all in an effort to make sure that our children are safe.
We need to teach our children the simple message of respect for all. This is not about criminalizing bullying, but about preventing bullying through education.
We have been through a lot, and memories that are in this house definitely hinder us from moving forward and having a future and speaking up against bullying.
It would be wonderful to create a new space for Sardena and her family so that their life can be made new again.
I've lost my son, but I know that the work that we're doing is helping so many other children. We've passed a law here in Massachusetts, but I'm not satisfied. I want a national anti-bullying law so that no other child will have to go through this.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So heavy.
It's really heavy.
But it's a story that needs to be told.
Yeah, I agree.
What a beautiful young boy.
Yeah.
And, you know, I have 2 little boys. I would just, you know, I just can't imagine moving on from something like that.
And the crazy part is there are other stories like this.
Oh, yeah. You hear them all the time.
Yeah.
And this week, we're going to get help from so many people. They're going to stand together with us and the Walker family to get that message out there to stop bullying.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Do this. Bring it in there, people. Are you with me?
Let's
do it. You guys ready? All right. Here we go.
Good morning, Walker family! Sardena, Charles, Dominique, Barbara!
We're just like, we can't believe it. I'm just so excited. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to act. I mean, it's just incredible.
You guys have been through so much. Going through what you went through, you could have gone so many different directions. But you decided to do something really positive, so other families may not have to go through what you guys have been through.
That's right. We're doing the right thing by helping other kids.
From the photos and everything, you seem like such a happy kid.
It's the best. He was the best.
So here's what I think we ought to do. Why don't you show me around the house, Santine? Why don't you talk with the family, see what they need around here, and let's get this thing started. We'll meet up later. All right?
Show us the house.
So how old do you think this house is?
It was built in, I think, 1911.
1911. Wow. And so this is where you were raised then?
Yes. It had happy memories at one point for all of us. This is the kitchen.
Okay.
This is my mom.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good to meet you.
Hi, Mom. This is the living room.
There seems to be a lot going on in the living room.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, unfortunately.
So
this is where I sleep, right here.
This is your bed?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, that does not look like it's the most comfortable place to sleep.
Well, after my son passed away, my daughter wouldn't go upstairs. She wouldn't stay in her room. I gave up my room so that she could have a room.
Wow.
And then the 2 beds are for my younger children.
So you guys sort of camp
Yeah,
on the first
kind
floor.
of camp out. Because we don't have, like, the closet space, we put the children's clothes in bins.
Basically, that's their dressers.
Yeah,
except
they're dressers.
They're just
Right.
containers.
Right, right.
And so
and then
night,
every night, we pull the beds out,
Okay, yeah.
and that's what we've been doing for past 2 years.
Wow.
I think this family has really been trapped in their own home. And that's why I think it's so important this week that we're here, because we need to give them that change that may finally give them a chance to find some happiness again.
This box was given to me by the hospital. They wanted me to have something to remember Carl by. So they took an impression of his handprint.
Oh, really?
And that's what these are.
When you look at Carl's hands, you realize he was just a young boy. He just had so much potential, you know? It's just devastating.
He had a lot of energy, beautiful smile, just, a really nice kid. But, he just did not go to school in a safe environment. It just wore down his spirit at the end. Not being able to go to the cafeteria. He'd have to eat lunch with the guidance counselor a lot of times. And, they called him, you act like a girl. You must be a girl. You must be gay. And he just couldn't understand why they would, keep bothering him. And I think at the end, he wasn't telling me, what was going on because he knew I would worry. And he was trying to protect me. He always wanted to protect me. You just don't want anybody else to have to go through this.
That's why it's so important that we not only build these guys a new house, but for us to really continue that message of anti-bullying, because something like that should never, ever happen to another child or another family.
I made a promise to myself that I failed Carl in life, but I promised I would never fail him in death. And that's why I keep going. I miss him every day of my life.
Well, let's play.
I'm about to do a one-hand layup.
Nice.
Yeah. We've got a gymnast.
And a future Celtic. Nothing but net.
Charles was 5 years old when the tragedy happened in the house, and he's sleeping on a cot in the living room. So this week, I want to give him a fresh start, new memories.
Nice.
Yay.
Drop.
Is this where you guys are sleeping?
Yeah, we sleep on those.
Because it feels safer to be all together?
I don't like sleeping in there because there's dark in there.
It's dark in there.
And I don't like the dark.
Oh, okay. What if I did your new room for you?
That would be good.
This is your portion of the house.
Yeah, this is my apartment.
Barbara is Sardena's sister, and in the Walker family's current home, Barbara has her own apartment upstairs.
I love plants.
Okay.
I love plants.
You have a green thumb?
No, I had a green thumb, but I've just been in this depression, and you can't seem to motivate yourself.
So maybe we can work a few, plants into your
all
new
right.
place.
Come on in here.
Who's on the fridge there?
It's Carl.
That's Carl. Oh
right
my
there.
God, look at that
Yeah.
smile,
Yeah.
Barbara.
He's a beautiful kid.
He is a beautiful kid. You
and
can
he
feel his
spent
energy,
a lot
right?
of time up here.
He did?
Yeah, through the house.
Yeah.
He's through this house.
Nice.
I try so hard to live here, but I'm not that strong.
Yeah.
Because I come in the door.
Yeah.
I come in this door, and I say, "Hi, Kyle, how are you today?" And I break down crying because I'm not that strong. I'm not that strong, no.
There are no words to describe that feeling standing there in the room with Barbara and wanting to do anything to take away that hurt. But part of today is letting this house go.
It's just very difficult living here.
Oh, Barbara.
This is my room now.
Oh.
It was my mother's room, but after everything that happened, I couldn't go upstairs, so she just gave me her room.
What do you miss the most about Carl?
His jokes. He was a real prankster. He's a very funny kid, and you don't understand how people could be so negative, so mean towards someone who was a very genuine and nice person.
How do we get into the minds of these kids? Because words can be lethal.
They're hurtful, they're mean. Kids take that to heart, what you say to them.
Dominique's a freshman in college and has been able to take a tragedy and turn it into a triumph. She has become a spokesperson against bullying. Bullying happens on many levels. It's happening in every school, in every team, on the playground, on their computer. This week, we have the opportunity to get a message out against bullying that needs to be heard.
Oh, very pretty.
Yes, this is my grandmother's garden. She loves flowers. And over here, this angel was Carl's funeral arrangement.
Oh, wow. So that's something that definitely has to be salvaged.
Yes, it means a lot.
I think I need to sort of see the third floor.
Okay.
So this is the second floor.
Right.
So no one's been up here in a while, huh?
No. This is where I found my son, right here. This is his backpack.
So everything's sort of stuck exactly the way it was.
2 years. I just tried to hold him.
Oh my God, I can only imagine what that was like.
And I just started screaming. And that's when my daughter came. And so she saw her brother like that. she would not stay up here after that. And no one would come up here.
You guys haven't really been able to move forward.
They can't understand. You know, you have this person who's your brother, you love him, you look up to him, and then one day he's gone forever. Can't understand that. And it's so hard in this house to be happy.
When I went up there, everything's exactly the way it was. Carl's backpack was sitting right there on the stairs, and you can only imagine the horror that a mom would go through to come upstairs and witness that. I could understand why they just don't go up to that third floor anymore. It just hurts too much.
This is room. Pretty much, it's the way he had his room. Haven't really touched anything here.
When you walk in here, what do you see? What do you feel?
I see Carl. You know, his suits are hanging in the closet. His belt is right there. It's almost as if he's just away. You think, oh, he'll be coming back. And then, you know that he's not.
This could be the last time you
Yeah.
sort of look at this room and remember. Do you want me to give you a moment to be able to do that on your own?
To say goodbye. Yeah.
Carl's room is just a constant reminder of every mother's nightmare that they have to live with every day. So a change needs to happen up there, but I wanted to make sure that the family had a chance to go sort of say their last goodbyes.
So we're gonna leave you guys to have a family moment to say whatever you want to say.
Remember when he got that bet?
Yep. He really loved his room. Thanks for painting it, Barbara. The day that my nephew took his life was the most horrific day of my life. To finally say goodbye to his room. I remember rolling out the rug with him and the laughs when we messed up on the glue. It just kind of caught up with me. Okay, I'm going downstairs. You know, we'll always have him with us, but I needed to go up there and say goodbye to the house because it was no longer a place of happiness. It's okay, Barbara. We will never forget Carl. You know, it's difficult to say goodbye. The room was such a reminder of happier times with Carl. When you have a person that commits suicide, you know, you never really get a chance to say goodbye. There are times when I want to give up, but I'm just determined that I'm not going to let any other family go through this. You know, I'm just not. We're going to make a difference, Carl.
Hey guys, come over here. I want to say something to you. This week, we really wanted to do something special for you guys that you can always remember Carl by. We were hoping you guys could help us plant this tree in Carl's honor. And as you guys get bigger, it will get bigger with you. So you guys want to help us plant it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
This family has really been trapped with pain. That's why it's so important that we turn that page. So we wanted to make sure the family was part of planting this tree in Carl's honor. It's a great way to preserve his memory, but also something that's going to grow with the family.
Wow, I think it's wonderful. I mean, it's beautiful. To have this lasting memory of Carl in our backyard for years to come. It was pretty special. What a wonderful way to pay tribute to Carl.
So I just want you to know that this week, not only are we going to try and build you a new home and give you guys a new beginning, but we also want to help you continue your mission to end bullying. So we've got, let's just say, a few people to really help us stand together this week and help out your mission. So guys, come on down! So, Dean, when you see all this, what do you think?
It really is incredible. The amount of support and love that we have received, and we're gonna really have safe schools for all our children.
It's really awesome to see everybody standing together with a united cause. Representatives from Glitz Center here. You've also got Teen Angels, Defeat the Label, the Trevor Project. We've also got someone else who's definitely standing together here with you to make sure you guys get a new home so you guys can finally turn that page. And of course, I'm talking about our builder this week, Nick Riley from In Riley.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for stepping up and gathering the community and making awareness for this awful tragedy that affects so many kids every day. I think it's our turn as a community to give this family back what they've been giving for so long. So let's build them a new home.
Does it feel good to know that so many people are behind you?
It's the best feeling that I've had, in a really long time.
I think another feeling you're going to enjoy is knowing that you're going to be going on vacation for a week. You guys are going to Hollywood, California! Let's get you guys on vacation! This is an issue that's affected a lot of people. And this week, we not only need to build these guys a house and help them turn the page, but we need to make sure that we spread that message nationwide so other families, other kids like Carl, do not have to go through what they went through. If we can get that message out there, we may be able to save a life. We'll see you in a week! All right, people, let's build a house! We'll start moving things out of the house. This is Carl's room, so let's just make sure we put everything really organized in place. Make sure we label the boxes so that the family knows exactly what it is and what's in it, okay? All right, let's do it.
Seeing these little clothes, you realize what a little boy he was. 11 years old, 6th grade, it just breaks your heart. The family really has been devastated, and they're still living in a home, which is a constant reminder of where Carl took his life. Avoiding an entire floor of your house because it's such a horrific memory. And they've had to deal with it every day. That's finally gonna change. All right, I'm gonna start taking this down. This week, not only are we gonna be building a house, but we're gonna make sure students understand that one little insult can lead to devastating somebody's life. We've got to make their old house disappear, but also these labels have to disappear. So we're teaming up with a young pop singer who is all about doing away with labels. So this is gonna be awesome, right? Absolutely. Let's let the family know what's about to happen, all right?
Wow. Wow. Look at this, Peter. I love Hollywood, and I love the atmosphere. I love the stars.
Kim Kardashian look.
This is my favorite person.
Being able to go to California all together. We're absolutely at ease and enjoying each other's company. Such a great time here.
Hello, Walker family.
Hi, Ty!
As you know, this week, we're here to stand together with as many people as possible, following your mission to end bullying. And right now, we're at a local school in your community, and we're teaming up with a lot of people who are also taking that stand. In fact, we have a special guest who really has the same mission as you guys. He wants to end bullying, but he's doing it in a really cool way. Check this out.
Awesome. That's Cody Simpson.
So we've got Cody Simpson, a young pop singer who is awesome because what better way to get that message out there than to really bring a guy in who was the same age with a lot of the kids that are dealing with bullying firsthand.
Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Now, how many of you guys have been bullied? That's every second person here. Now to me, that's a big issue. The Walker family had a tragic happening in their family a little while ago, and this is something that I want to make sure never happens, again.
We all love Cody Simpson. I think it's amazing that he got all the kids realizing how hurtful these words can be. It's just great to see that, he's someone that really supports us.
Universe, and I finally realized that I
comes to bullying, it's these names, it's these stereotypes that are so hurtful, and that's what hurt Carl. But now we've got not only these kids from the high school, we've got Cody Simpson ready to go back and make not only those names and those labels disappear, but also the house.
So family, we know social labels like these can really hurt. We need to make names like this disappear.
I loved how the team got those kids to put up the words, and I think it's amazing that people are realizing how hurtful these words can be and are wanting to change.
We need to make your old house disappear because it's holding so much pain for you and your family. And we're gonna do something about that. Isn't that right, everybody?
Quite shocked. We saw no house at all, empty lot, and just stairs, and we were like, oh my goodness. I know they're gonna put something up that's gonna be fabulous.
So guys, have a great time on vacation. We'll see you when you get back.
Good morning, design team. It's Tia up here on the condor. Mike Maloney, how's that first floor coming along?
We're making great progress. We've got living room, dining room, kitchen down here.
Johnny Littlefield, how's that second floor coming?
I'm in Charles' bedroom right now, but we have plenty of room up here for Gloria's bedroom and also Sardena's master bedroom.
Fantastic.
We have two very important missions this week. We've got to build the Walker family a brand new house that doesn't have a third floor because it holds too many memories of the day they lost Carl. And the second mission is get out and spread awareness about anti-bullying.
Jillian, where are you this morning?
I'm standing here in Barbara's front door leading down to her own apartment. She's gonna have her own kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, living room, the works, and she's still close to the family.
Looks good from up here. Keep it up, team.
I love it when you can look at some of the old bullies, it's like, know exactly where it came from.
So this week, I'm working on Sardena's master bedroom, and I think it's really important to save a lot of the elements out of the old house.
We have enough to be able to make 2 bedside tables out of this that really got that clean look. I think it's gonna end up making the bedroom look so much more beautiful.
Just like Carl, the house is gone, but it doesn't have to be forgotten. And this week, it's not just about building a house, it really is about helping a family spread a message about anti-bullying.
How many of you guys have been bullied in your life? How many of you have actually been a bully? Yeah, I'm gonna have to raise my hand on both of those.
Yeah, like you can see it with anyone in school. You can be bullied for being too short, and you can be bullied for being too tall or too fat or too skinny. You can get it from any end of the spectrum, and it happens everywhere.
What bullying used to be, just calling names, but now with cyberbullying, people are out there on the web, and they're doing it anonymously. You can't turn and say who yelled at you.
What's crazy is 160,000 kids stay home from school every day out of fear. It's an epidemic, and it has to change. And the only way it can change is that if kids and parents and everyone knows that it's a very serious issue.
We're in Teen Angels. We have a system called Stop, Block, and Tell. And when you're approached by a bully, you stop and you don't respond to them. You're online, you block their username so they can't talk to you anymore, and then you tell a trusted adult or a friend that can help you.
A lot of times, it's not that the bully doesn't like that individual, it's that they know that's the one who's not going to get the help they need. So it's up to all of us to recognize that someone needs our help, whoever it is. Our organizations are out there trying to get the word out that this is about building a community where everyone's safe and everyone's free to learn.
It would be incredible if we could literally get the word out to everybody to stand up against bullying. At the end of the week, there's a 5K run in honor of Carl. And it'd be incredible to see if we couldn't get as many people as possible to stand together against bullying. I think that would be huge.
So this week, I've challenged the design team to try and get 10,000 people to stand together to end bullying. So who knows, it can end up 100,000, 500,000, even 1 million, because we need to make sure that what happened to Carl doesn't happen to another family.
So we got the support of everybody, we're all in, right? All right, let's make it happen.
Her room here. She likes purple, pink, loves gymnastics. This is her bed wall here. And she told me that she's afraid of the dark. And ironically, her nickname is Glow. So what if when she turns her lights out at night, maybe underneath her bed glows? Like it? Love it. We have a lot of work to do. We do.
This week, I am doing Charles's bedroom, and it's the best of Boston sports room. Now, so when you walk in, my friend, to Fenway Park, the left field wall is called Green Monster. That Green Monster is going to be on this wall. And then we walk into the Boston Garden, where the Celtics play, and they play on the parquet. Parquet. And who won the Stanley Cup this year, people? The Bruins. And that's how you make the best of Boston sports room. Right on.
Yeah, so check it out. We've come up with a great idea to get the word out.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a website.
Really?
Okay.
Is our new website.
You go on the website, you print out your number, and then take a picture with your number.
And then upload it. And everybody can stand together.
Yeah. This is your idea, so you're number one. Let's get your picture.
Okay.
This week, we have the opportunity to get a message out nationally that needs to be heard.
Smile pretty, please.
So kids know that it's okay to speak up and say no to bullying.
Hey guys, listen up. We're gonna try to get everybody all around America to really take this petition to stop bullying. You guys ready to help me?
Yeah! You want to take a stand against bullying? All right. The campaign this week is we're standing together to end bullying.
All the lonely people cry. It could change if we just get started.
I think that what happened to Carl has been a huge eye-opener for this community.
When I was growing up, we just thought we were supposed to get beaten up.
Right. We need to put an end to it.
Yeah, people have been more than eager to stand together to end bullying. You guys are huge leaders in this community.
You guys want to help us take a stand against bullying?
Won't you stand up, you girls and boys? Won't you stand up, stand up, stand up?
Oh yeah, like it.
Won't you stand up and
Hey guys!
When you talk to people about bullying, everyone has a story.
I was bullied as a kid. Middle school was pretty tough for me.
How many of you guys have been bullied? All of you. How did you get past that?
I didn't.
When kids are in middle school, that's when they really are just trying to figure out who they are. And when labels and names are being thrown around, it can really mess with a kid's head.
Won't you stand up, stand up, stand up? Won't you stand up and use
We're going to take Sardena's torch that she has lit for Carl, and we're going to spread this nationwide, and we're going to put an end to bullying. This stops now.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Go Bruins! Oh, this is brilliant, you guys. Thank you so much.
Won't you stand up and use your voice?
Coming up next.
Oh, Elmo! Hi. Big Bird!
And later.
Please help me welcome Courtney, Kim, and Khloe Kardashian!
Please welcome Demi Lovato.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing.
Okay, so Bree, we're gonna take this down to Barbara's apartment. Her door's on the left, Sardina's is on the right. So Barbara is going to have her own apartment in this new home. It will be downstairs instead of upstairs, but it's still within arm's reach of the family. This is gonna be our living area. We're gonna have a couch. This is actually her kitchen and dining room. So we're gonna have a little cafe area here. Everything that she's gonna need for a kitchen, an office, and an area to sew.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We had a great day today.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Hello?
Hey guys, it's Ty.
Hi, Ty.
So you remember seeing the handprints of the movie stars?
Yeah.
I'm sending you guys some stuff, and I need you guys to make handprints for me of everybody in the family, okay?
Okay.
We didn't know what the purpose for the handprints were.
You're doing a great job, Charles.
Maybe he's going to put them on our sidewalk at our home or something.
Looks like your hand, Gloria.
You have no idea.
You think you have great ideas.
Yeah.
This time, I think we've outdone you.
Really?
Yeah.
Completely. Kids need to know that if bullying is happening, they have got to speak up. So this week, we're gonna call some of our friends. When kids see these guys, their eyes are fixed on them and the message gets in their heads.
Drum roll, please! Drum roll! Drum roll, please!
Oh, Elmo!
Hello, Mr. Ty.
That's not all. Hi. Big Bird! And later, too!
Surprise, Ty.
This is awesome you guys are here.
We're here to help build a walk
Walker family a home.
We got Elmo, Big Bird, and Leela from Sesame Street to come give us a hand.
This is exciting. So how can we help? How can we help?
You know what'd be great is not only if you guys could help out with the house, but maybe you could get the word out in the community about, stop bullying.
Oh, yeah. That would be great. We could put on a show. Oh, we would love to put on a show.
Are you serious? That would be great. Design a show.
Yeah.
And the design team, you guys could go with them.
Oh, it's a great idea.
Awesome. Let's do it to it.
It is really awesome that Big Bird, Leela, and Elmo are here because everybody loves them, especially kids. And so if we can get that message out to those kids when they're younger, it's really going to have an impact.
Hello, Springfield. Now, I think you guys might know who I have with me, but let's see if you can guess.
Elmo and his friends are here to help people understand they shouldn't be bullies to each other.
That's right.
Music! Elmo met a master, asking him to play a game. But the master acted like a bully. He called Elmo names. Don't be a bully.
Don't be a bully.
Come on, everybody. Don't be a bully. 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 Don't be a bully.
That is right. Great song, Elmo.
Hi, Springfield. I got bullied because they said my beak was too long.
Really?
I was too big and too yellow.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Made me feel bad about myself. And I didn't know what to do.
Oh, but Elmo did. Well, Elmo knew that he should get an adult to help Big Bird.
He helped me realize I'm perfect just the way I am.
Words can hit harder than a fist. And it's women like Sardena that is bringing this to the forefront, making us aware of this problem, standing up and doing something about it.
Remember, don't be a bully.
Be a buddy, not a bully. Thank you, guys.
So I'm down here in the basement. This is the room that Tracy and I are working on together. It's a space for the whole family to hang out. This right here will be a big interactive video screen. I'll have something for each family member that they like to do. This should be like a lounge area so they can play games and be together as a family. But here's the trick. It's actually got to be a place for Dominique when she comes home from college. So we're doing a day bed built in here, surrounded by bookcases right over here. So she has her place. They can actually stay over here, play together, study together, be together. And this wall right here will help them stand together.
So this is a good consistency right here, sort of like pancake batter.
Seeing that impression of Carl's hands gave me an idea about something we could do involving the family's hands that could sort of hold and preserve his memory.
We had each family member make a mold of their hands, right? Now that we have their molds back, we have to make the three-dimensional versions of their impressions.
Made casts of each family member's hand that we can use to make impressions into the concrete that we put on the cap of the base of Carl's tree, as it really does symbolize them hugging their loved one.
So once those are dried, we're actually gonna take them over and make the impression in the concrete, all right?
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Yay.
Hey, family, I wanted you to have the total Hollywood experience. I have such a huge surprise in store for you. You're not gonna believe it.
That sounds exciting. Ty called and we found out that we were gonna be on the Ellen show.
Hello, Sardena.
Hi, Ellen.
Hi, how are you?
We had met Ellen shortly after Carl died.
Every single day, kids should be taught kindness to other kids. I mean, because what can they...
But today, she had a really big surprise for Dominique.
Extreme Makeover wanted me to share some cool news for you. You are going to intern on Capitol Hill with your congressman from Massachusetts, Richard Neal. That's what you're going to do. You can open that, and it's a letter from your congressman asking you to go join him there. Charles and Gloria, you don't have to worry about them at all because they are getting full scholarships to the University of Massachusetts.
I was always very concerned about being able to afford college education for Gloria and Charles. It took everything within me not to jump up and down and scream and run around the stage.
This is actually going to be the main feature in the bedroom. You know, I'm so inspired by Barbara's love of gardening. So I'm gonna create a headboard that's covered in silk flowers. So on the inside of this headboard, it's gonna be a natural linen, and we're gonna cover the outside of the headboard in all these flowers to really give her that feeling that she's in her own magical garden. Pretty cool, right?
All right, Elmo, I get to do Gloria's room.
Yeah?
She's a little afraid of the dark.
Oh, Elmo used to be afraid of the dark, too.
No way!
Elmo used to have to go and sleep with his mommy and daddy sometimes because he couldn't go to sleep.
That's how Gloria feels.
Really?
Yes. Okay, so watch this, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna turn the lights out, and I put the magic special potion inside. Whoa!
That is so cool!
Whoa! I don't think Gloria's gonna be afraid of the dark anymore.
Look at that!
Can you imagine?
Well, Elmo loves glow-in-the-dark stuff, so Elmo's so excited about putting that in Gloria's room. She's gonna love this!
Look at how beautiful that
is so cool!
Thank you for your help, Elmo.
You're welcome.
I don't know what I would have done without
Thank you.
I'm so excited right now because I'm about to surprise the Walkers in Los Angeles.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome aboard. I'm Michael Maloney from Extreme Makeover Home Edition. I'm actually going out to Hollywood to surprise the Walker family we're building the house for this week. Their mission and their goal is to stop bullying. And we've got Demi Lovato and the Kardashian sisters. And I just want to know, are you guys going to stand together to help end bullying? Yeah! Base camp.